How we doing, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Getting Jiggy With It. I'm Mo, and today we're opening the newest game from Renegade's Kickstarter campaigns, and that is In Search of Lost Species, or Search for Lost Species. This is a quasi-sequel to for Planet X, which we haven't played, but of course, this one, animal-themed, searching for animals, definitely something right up our alley. So with that said, guys, we'll go ahead and flip over. All right, here we go. This is the Search for Lost Species. Ben Rossett, Matthew O'Malley, Renegade Games, of course. You can see here on the back, it is eco-friendly. They didn't use any plastic. This came with the little stickies on the sides. The cards were in little, those paper holders. All the stuff you get, 14 plus, 1 to 4 players, 60 to 75 minutes. It is app required. So if you don't like apps, you're probably not going to like this game. Although for any type of like searching type game where you're trying to find things with that hidden information, that's a much better way. That's honestly, I don't know why they haven't made, and then maybe they have, and you guys let me down. Like Clue, that was one of the biggest things with Clue is once you looked at the cards, you basically were out of the game. This, you can make a guess. If I remember from what I read about Planet X, and even this, is you can make a guess, and if it's wrong, you still get to play. So, solo game rules, right there, which we will not be playing the solo game, but maybe you will. Here's the environmentally friendly. So, in addition of highlighting the work that Rewild does to find these lost species, they produce this game with an eye towards sustainability and environmentally friendly production. So they kind of went through the stuff that I mentioned there, plus the factory that made it tries to do eco-friendly production as well. And then this is talking about the Rewild. If you want to, I'll zoom a little bit. If you want to read that, right? Looked at the back of the book. So card explanations are always nice. See if they give a warning saying don't look in the envelopes yet. All right, so contents, board game pads, lost species cards, sighting tokens, timing, camera, town, boat, and diamond tokens. Doesn't say anything about not looking in the envelopes. The envelope, again, I saw envelopes, but again, that's probably their packing to be the environmentally friendly. Right. Setup of the game, basic wildlife, the island, going over the animals, more animals, lost species, time track. I'm guessing there's not much here because most of it is the app doing it for you. So gameplay sequence, turn overview, take an action, advance your player on the time track, activate and advance the expedition leader. Actions, you can survey. You can do a camera for a trap, visit a town, locate a lost species. And then it goes through each of the different things you can do, basically the detail of the actions. Using your note sheet, so how you track your information. So again, if you've played any other type of deduction type game, you know, you got to keep track of what you've seen, what you haven't seen. Sighting, reporting, end of game. The end of game is triggered when one player correctly locates the lost species. The player who triggered the end of the game still advances their pawn based on the time cost of 5. Player who triggered the end of the game by correctly locating the lost species should not announce the correct location to the other players. Okay. Final scoring, important terms. And then it's got some info. All right, so then this is nice. It's got some info about different lost species that were found. So you got the flying fox, the tree kangaroo, the monitor lizard. What else we got? We got a long-beaked echidna, a grasshopper, monkey grasshopper at that, and then a Squapsow. I don't know. I said that probably wrong. And then a nice little card explanation. Looks like iconography examples on the back. And then we got our game board, which we usually always set up. Now, of course, as most things, I did open the box, kind of go through them. So it looks like there is this game board. I don't know if it's different for player count. So you have this game board here. And then on the other side, you got this game board, or it's just for variety. So got 2 game boards. What else we got? We got our cards. And again, There is no insert. Again, that's eco-friendly. But then you have all of your cards, which I currently have a complete mess. So you got messenger, you got the Zug's monitor. Okay, so you got the different animals, town elder. I'm guessing these are people that are going to give you, yeah, so in the back it had the icons, town elder, pathfinder, messenger, little boy running. Oh, and he's got I was thinking it was a baton, like a racing baton, like track and field, but it's just, he's got the message. Trailblazer, rainforest protectors. So it is art. It's a quasi-realistic art. We mentioned that in Arc Nova and Earth. That art that looks realistic, I guess, is better than realistic photos that they turned into art. You got the kangaroo. So yeah, there's the rest of the animals. Somehow I had 2 animals up here at the beginning. And these are all of these guys. All right, what else we got? So these are the tokens, just generic cardboard tokens, like so. And it says the boat's for tokens. The boat doesn't hold all the tokens. I did find that out when I tried to build this. The boat doesn't quite fit all the tokens, so I'm guessing not all the tokens go in here. On the side of the boat, it does have symbols. I guess that is something to pay attention to. Although the symbols are different on each side. Yeah, this is a star. It looks like a star because the rope's going through. Okay, it's same symbol. All right, so that is our boat. That goes in there. We have this envelope. This is our all of our wood components. So again, eco-friendly. Instead of using plastic, all the pieces are wood. So we got a little mountain. We got our little, I guess, excursion guy or girl. We have another one, I guess, in just different shapes for each player color. So that's nice. We got the red one. Oh, sideways. Can't get it straight. There we go. There's the red one. We have an naranja, or orange for those of you speaking English. And then we got this little tracker dude. I don't know what the tracker dude does, but he's a tracker dude. All right, so put all you guys back in your envelope. Then there are... Now, one of my envelopes actually had like a little sticky, one of those little sticky circle things, almost like out to seal it. But none of the other ones did, so I'm thinking it was not part of the game. But yeah, you get an envelope for each player. I don't know if it's technically to hold the player pieces or for you to hold your clues. And then you have this one, which has those same symbols that were on the boat. Right. Yep. And then the brown, I'm guessing for solo. Maybe that's what the brown one is for solo play. Again, we'll find out when we play it on the channel for you guys. If you guys want to watch us play it on the channel, make sure you leave a comment down below, subscribe, all that stuff. So each one of the players get their own little hidden player board to hide your paper, right? Because you're going to be writing on it. Each one, I guess, has unique art. And then you have your player aid. Love player aids. On the back of these boards is fine when you can have the board further away. But the way we play, unfortunately, on stream, it does kind of get off to the side. Then you have the red player. There you go. Oh, that's pretty. The birds. And you have, okay, so it's each of the animals. It's each of the lost species on the different ones. With the snake. The froggy. Or toads. They're probably toads. And then here is our sheet for playing the game. Are they double-sided? Yes, double-sided is always good. Oh no, they're double-sided because of the maps. However, that's still good. It does double your gameplay. If for example, all of them were one way and then halfway through it switched to the other. But at least this gives you double the plays on each side of the board. And then the bottom of the box is just, well, the bottom of the box. All right, so we're going to go ahead and just throw it all back in here because, again, no insert. You could probably make one. Of course, a lot of people usually have third-party things, containers and whatnot that you could use to store everything. But again, it's nice, eco-friendly. That's one thing that when I'm getting games and I know that I'm having to a lot of times downsize them, that's one thing I'm thinking about is like on the publisher's end is can you not send me so many boxes because I'm just going to throw them in the recycle bin, right? Which, while it's good on recycling it, not everybody does, and it's kind of a pain in the butt to have to do in the first place, right? All right, so there we go. Whoop. That is Lost Species. So Lost Species by Renegade Games. If you want to watch the gameplay, like I said, hit that subscribe button. Let us know if you've played Search for Planet X, if you'd like that. I've heard it is a good, everybody's trying to find a replacement for those retail games like Risk and Monopoly and Clue. And that is one of the games that people say, hey, if you want a deduction type game, that's a good option. So we were thinking this is probably just as good. I think that's it. So until next time, guys. Peace.